Now I want to talk a little bit about what pop culture today does to girls, and we all know what it does to girls. These are just a few pictures of some very prominent people in the last year or two that have come onto the pop scene. Everybody from Rihanna to Nicki Minaj, all these different people that girls look up to. They listen to their songs, they try to do their hair like them, they want to dress like them, they want to learn all their songs, they want even the lyrics that they don't even understand what it is that they're saying. And if there's anybody here that does not have a TV in their house, then probably this doesn't apply. But for all of you that have a TV, that ever watch it more than at least once a week, or ever listen to the radio, this is very telling. Statistics that I found is that 1 out of every 3 pop songs that you hear on the radio, makes a reference to either drugs, alcohol, or sex, or all 3. 1 out of every 3 songs on the radio. So that amounts to approximately 35 references to these subjects that are subconsciously being planted in people's minds as they listen. And at first, it may seem harmless when you watch these shows or you listen to this music, thinking that, oh, it's just a good beat, it's no big deal, that's just entertainment, it's just all in fun. But what does it do to a young person's mind when they're constantly being subjected to these images and these song lyrics, and a lot of them which are derogatory towards females? I think that as parents, we may not always be able to shield our children from all these influences, but one thing that we can do is talk with them about what it is that they're seeing. So here are a few ladies on TV that we see a lot these days. There's a lot of reality TV that's been going on the last 15 years or so, but when I grew up, we didn't have reality TV. We just were reality. I had the Cosby Show. I had really, great shows that showed our people and that taught lessons, and everything wasn't great back then, but now on TV we hear all kinds of words. They're not edited out. They don't bleep a lot of the words they used to bleep when I was a kid. And so, it's kind of telling as to us as parents and saying, okay, we can't be with our children 24/7, but can we talk to them so that when we're not with them, they can make the right choices? So that when they're with their friends and 5 of them are saying, let's do this, or they're talking like this, then your child is the one that says, you know what? My mom told me about that. I don't think I need to go there. I don't think I need to do what they're doing. And so the things that you plant in your kids go a long way, even if it seems like they're rebellious when you're first talking to them about it. I would hate for, the Kardashian family to be my daughter's role model. This is my daughter here taping me. I would hate for that. And I'm not saying that they're bad people, but just the way that they talk to their parents, the way they interact with each other, it's just not what I want. Because your mind is impaired when you're sitting there looking at a little screen and then you have to shift up to look out of your windshield. It's very dangerous. And so even when in the safety of a child's bedroom, doing 5 things at once is probably not the best thing for their little minds. 92% of them play video games, and 8.5% of those 92% are addicted to it, which means that it's interfering with their quality of life. They don't want to do anything but sit in front of the Wii or the Xbox. That's all they want to do. And I know some families, they send instant messages and they text each other when it's time to eat or when there's something going on to communicate with other people in the house. And I just think that there's something wrong when we're relying on technology that heavily and is supplementing interacting with our family members, because they're going to have to deal with people. They're going to have to learn some kind of way how to work with each other in an interpersonal way, whether it's at school, at work when they get older. They're going to have to look at people eye to eye and talk with them and read body language and get those cues that you can't get from an emoticon. You can't get that from a smiley face on a cell phone. You can't get that. You can put a smiley face even when you're mad. What does that tell you? But if I say something and my face looks a certain way, you know whether or not I'm being truthful with you, because you can see those cues. Talking and texting. Kids ages 11 to 14, some of whom are in here, spend about 73 minutes a day doing that, talking and texting, and then teenagers 15 and up spend 2 hours a day, and I think that's kind of low actually from the source that I have. So one of the suggestions that I read was that parents make it so, you have your own rules in your house, but a suggestion is to set up areas where we're not going to text. You can't come to the dinner table and text. You're going to talk to me. We're going to look at each other. I want to find out how your day is. I want to see what's going on with you. You're not going to sit on the phone while we're eating, or whatever the case may be, whatever rules you want to set up in your home. Because again, you don't want to lose that bonding that you have with your kids now. You can't wait till they're 17 and then think, oh, okay, well, I should have done this. We want to start doing it while they're young. Protect your child's associations, the friends that they have. I don't know if any of the kids in here are on Facebook, but there's a lot of stuff that goes on with social media and all that, and it just carries over into school with fights and gossip and stuff. So make sure you know what's on their iPods. Make sure if they're on Facebook, you know who their friends are, who they're dealing with. Monitor that technology consumption. Keep them engaged in activities where they're working with people and they're active and it's not just a screen in front of them all the time. Talk to them and model that authority and respect that you want them to have.